This thing needs to be found and stopped so that it never hurts anyone else again. Softy's reaction could easily be repeated. And what that monster did to you, kid? You were lucky. If we don't track down the negative data she expelled and delete it, every player in TOME could be in real danger. I don't know what kind of plan the others have in mind. Can't just wait around for them to talk it out. I've already got my own plan. If we can create a code similar to Softy's code, we can tweak it in a way that can cancel out her negative projection, that virus.
But the virus disappeared after she sealed it away. It could be anywhere now, maybe even in a place that's inaccessible to us.
The virus must still be in the game data, so we'll have to operate inside the game itself. We'll need to be covert. You've got some connections with outside programmers, right? Let's contract a few to help us out. You know, sniff around the coding, see what they can find. We've got more than enough to cover the costs, and I can keep the others off their tracks by withholding information from the mods.
Why don't we just work with the others? I want to make sure everyone's safe, but I don't feel right going behind their backs.
They're too paranoid about Softy. Like they're placing her safety above the real human beings right in front of their face. She's fine exactly where she is, but the monster she created isn't. Even better, if we copy her code, we won't have to put her in any danger. Nobody else gets hurt, unless you want someone else to feel like a guillotine went through their arm.
No.
Then you two just do what I say, and we'll make sure none of that happens. Get the right people on board, and I'll keep the moderators and the rest off your backs. This plan will work. I just need the both of you to trust me.
I screwed up. Everything's ruined. Maybe this was my biggest mistake.
Now quit screwing around and show me the real deal!
You need to quit screwing around and show me the real deal.
Why did you do it? Why?
I didn't want...
Answer me!
I just wanted to help everybody, okay?
Help them? What are you talking about?
I didn't want any of this to happen. I let it get out of control. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Stephanie!
I return. No technical difficulties can stop Nylocke, dragon of not being able to move one's own body.
My utmost thanks, brave knight. You threw yourself into danger's path to show how much you care about the well-being of this game and the people in it. You have performed the most sacred of duties to the terrain of magical expertise. Now, it is my turn. Nylocke, dragon of eternal altruism, please log out and stay safe.
Gamecrazed. Perhaps you are beyond anyone's understanding.
The virus and the antivirus finally canceled each other out. They've been reduced to raw code. I don't know what's happened to her now.
This can't be it. We overlooked something, I swear. Was that?
Nice job, kids. We did it. Nobody in TOME will get hurt by that monstrosity now. The old dragon bug really did the job.
Somebody want to tell me what the hell is going on here?
I
Oh, you're all here. Good. Alright, folks. So now that Tome's pretty much kaput, and I'm far enough along here that I can't possibly be stopped, I'll let you all in on what's really going on. With this antivirus program I crafted, along with some help from these two legally willing participants, I neutralized the defect that was spawned from Softy's negativity. And by controlling the virus data, by extension, I control Softy. It's time that we started utilizing her for the purpose she was always meant to serve. Revolutionizing the world's technology, at no small profit. I got big plans for her, and I do want you all included, since we all discovered her together, as long as you're all down to take part.
Stop it! This is insane. We told you before, and it hasn't changed. She is a living being. She will never have a price tag on her head.
John, for Christ's sake, she is a computer program. We're not putting any living being in danger. She's not our child. She's just an AI that's been exposed to too many soft-hearted saps.
You don't get it! Even if you don't consider Softy to be something worth protecting, do you realize the girl you chose to carry the antivirus isn't responding to us at all? For all we know, she could be comatose, or even brain dead, trapped inside the game structure that you're about to tamper with.
Wait, what?
We have no idea what can happen to her if you don't stop now!
Wow. Really? That's your straw-grasping defense to try and get me to drop this? Jesus, what about the rest of you? Anyone else decide to take me up on my generous offer?
Not in a million years. Stop this nonsense right now!
That's too bad. Well, bye!
Well, I guess everyone wins. Except you.
What are you—
Explain!
I know about it all from the beginning. Ruby recognized my programming talents when he came to visit our school, and brought me on to help code the antivirus well before you two hired me. In order for me to make the program work akin to the virus, powerful human emotions were necessary to fuel it. It's almost poetic how well everything fell into place. The one that got away from me was the guinea pig I needed in the end. Why else do you think Ruby chose Stephanie to be the carrier of the antivirus? It was merely his prodigy's subtle suggestion. Ruby gets to change the world and go down in history like he wanted. And, well, the tramp had it coming, just like I wanted.
No, wait!
Are you coming or what?
Neither of you are going anywhere. You've done more than enough.
We're all aware of what could happen if we're disconnected. With the girl in danger, we can't risk shutting down the server. Keep it running, no matter what happens.
So, what now?
I need to make a very important call, immediately.
Can't disobey one of your parents now, can you?
Impressive. You had convinced yourself for so long that what you were planning on using me for was for the greater good, that I didn't see it as a selfish act in time to defend myself properly. But now that you've arrived so close to your goal, your true colors are showing. This isn't about changing the world for the better. That's only a byproduct of you becoming a part of history that no one will forget. That's all you really care about.
What the hell are you doing here? Wait. Oh, I get it now. You created some kind of shadow to defend yourself from the outside of the core. Connected right back to Tome's inner layer, where your real body would be safe. Clever for a glorified robot.
I was merely playing by your rules, operating a crafted character model within the limitations set by Tome's creation system. I originally created the shadow to combat against the malicious players you hired to tear apart my home and seek out the disease I had sequestered from the innocent. But I was also fortunate enough to befriend those that fought for my effort, and that still fight for me now.
You want to do this the hard way? You know I didn't come here unprepared.
Michael! It's not opening!
I'll handle it.
You got a plan?
Nope.
Good, me either. Still time to stop what you're doing. We'll all leave this room right now, forget this ever happened, and...
No. I don't expect you kids to understand the scope of what I'm doing here. You did what I needed you to do. Last chance for you to turn around and walk away.
I don't care about any of this! Let Stephanie go right now!
Jesus, you still on about that? Look, I've come too far with this, and I'm not letting a bunch of ignorant little thumbsuckers ruin it for me. That's your one warning. I'm not fucking around here.
I'm not letting you do that!
I'm disappointed in you, kiddo. You should have just listened to me. But no, good. There's another stupid decision to pile on the list. Even when you try and rectify what you think's a mistake, you're still a failure. Brilliant.
Give me the virus!
What? Are you insane?
Just please, trust me! Anyone there? Hello? Come on, answer me. You may be busted up, but I know you remember who I am. When you first came across me, you took advantage of my weak will. You used me to your own end. And now, someone's in control of you, with your whole existence on the line. Well, hear me out. What if, this time, we work together? I have something worth fighting for, don't you? Or are you just afraid? You don't want to die as a weakling, right? I didn't realize it until now, but I've carried a small piece of you with me all this time. And I've gotten a lot stronger since the last time we spoke. I'll prove it to you. I will help you like no one else can. Will you trust me?
I will trust you.
Kid, you're messing with something of which you have no comprehension.
No, I understand more than ever. Now hand over the purple flame.
You're asking me to hand over my biggest advantage in all this? Oh, okay. That's the way you want to do this. You're not ruining this for me, kid. If sacrifice has got to be made, then so be it! You... You're some kind of monster!
Which one of us is really the monster here?
Damn it! I'm so close! Are we done here?
We don't have to keep hurting each other. Just please, let Stephanie go.
Are you not listening either? Your girlfriend is gone, kid. And even if you idiots are telling the truth about her being stuck in the antivirus, I don't care! I'm changing the world, goddammit!
Dragon Bug's body was deleted, so the antivirus is carrying out its final objective. Alpha, you have to get up!
Steph.
Michael, I can't control it. I'm sorry.
Such overwhelming power. Incredible.
Yet again, I am surprised and amazed. Another powerful emotion I've been introduced to. Such passion and dedication. Perhaps I felt this emotion before.
Well, you're just gonna read my mind again, aren't you? Go ahead, rattle off a laundry list of what's running through my head right now. That none of this would have happened if you weren't born. That you're the real threat. That you could just get sick and produce another killing machine all over again. That Ruby was right about you just being a computer program and that you could never know what it's really like to be human. That you could have taken him away from me! Go on! Say it!
You've saved my life. My whole world. Everyone and everything that has ever held value to me. More than anything, though, I'm grateful that I still have you.
JC?
Let's return. I have a few things to share with my parents.
They should be here any moment now.
You idiots! Why don't any of you understand what I'm trying to do here? Look at you. A bunch of the greatest programmers in the world. Pioneers of game design, art, and computer science. People who discovered something that could leave a huge mark on history. I told you that Softy has limitless potential, and you chose to lock her up, to protect her, instead of letting her make the world a better place. And I get it. That was your choice. But it's asinine. I could choose to ignore being handed $1 million because I thought it was the right thing to do. But that doesn't automatically mean it is. Can you imagine the world's technology being run by artificial intelligence? Digital worlds created for every electronic device on the planet. Sentient programs making civilization more convenient. The progression of scientific discovery? An evolution of life as we know it? But no. A video game. That's what you choose to do. My God, what is wrong with you all? Go with me, just for 2 seconds here. That maybe, John, all of you should take a step back and realize that maybe, just maybe, that I deserve to be listened to. Because I actually know what the fuck I'm talking about!
Well, maybe you are right. Maybe we should have used Softy as a springboard for a technological revolution. Your theory is pretty sound. I mean, we could be living in a very different world even now, if we chose to do that. But we didn't.
We chose to acknowledge Softy as a sentient being, and took care of her like she was our own daughter. And whether she was flesh and blood or cybernetic was irrelevant. She's real to us. And she means something to us that maybe you just can't comprehend because you're so obsessed with what you think is best.
That's right. And no amount of fame, money, or place in the history books can outweigh that feeling. Would living the high life as revolutionaries in the industry be pretty sweet? Of course. Does that mean it's the right thing to do? Heck no.
We sought out to create something that we would enjoy, and by extension make other people happy. Not only did we excel at the latter, giving millions around the world something to have fun with, we discovered something completely amazing and unexpected in the process. I suppose that our differences here are what we place value in, as far as fulfilling our own lives and the lives of others. Perhaps all that can really be said is, I'm sorry to hear that what we value is less than what you do.
There's also one last, very important detail you forgot. The choice that was made came with consequences. Softy is a government-kept secret that was not to be compromised under any circumstance. Not only have you endangered her life, but you risked the lives of more than a few human beings as well. This will not go ignored.
Who the—
I'm with the U.S. government's Cyber Protectorate. Guess you didn't remember our deal. Well, I've already arranged to have your home surrounded by the local authorities, so I hope you're very proud of yourself.
Sad. You people are the absolute worst types of ignorant morons I have ever met!
Ahem. Forgive me for speaking out of turn, mighty Netkings and vassal from lands unknown. But might I please say that the terrain of magical expertise is one of the greatest creations I have ever had the honor of being part of.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, especially after such a heartfelt speech, but I should be upfront about this. Because of this incident, I may run into a bit of trouble in being able to keep this game alive for very much longer upon handing in this report. I sympathize with your current predicament, but I hope you understand that I must do my job for the sake of people's safety, and hers as well.
Hers?
My protectors, my friends, my family. A massive threat that was born from deep within me has finally been erased. However, I understand full well that I am a key to both a technological revolution as well as an incubator for pain and suffering. Do with me what you must in order to keep your own world safe. My world was crafted for the enjoyment of human beings everywhere, and I was a byproduct of the construction. My destined purpose is the right of my creators, and I shall accept whatever they feel is best. While I still have the chance, I'd like to express something. While lying asleep for this past year, my dreams consisted of the many players' thoughts, all being processed at once. However, my avatar, the shadow of myself that kept an eye on their safety, had experiences like none before it. To be treated like an equal, like a friend, by those who I grew to cherish. Never would I have known to experience an incredible feeling called love. Whether my existence continues beyond this day, know that I have lived a touched, fulfilling, and meaningful life. Thank you.
She was willing to sacrifice herself for us. In fact, I think all of us were willing to do that for each other, huh? We've been through so much. Nobody'd ever believe us.
That's okay.
John, we're at a bit of a crossroads here, in terms of what our future holds. But there's something important that needs to be addressed. I believe you owe these players their reward for completing the challenge of the Net Kings, right? I know what it is they want. It's exactly what they deserve for all their trouble. Let's grant them that wish.
Hey, did you hear the rumors?
About the game possibly shutting down?
Yeah. I hope it's just a rumor. I've heard some weird stuff down the grapevine since I started playing, but after less than a year of having an account here, I'm not ready to just up and quit.
Me either. I've made way too many good friends here to want to give it up.
Aw, that's sweet. You did mean me, right?
Duh.
Of course you did.
Well, if there is an issue, let's hope it gets cleared up and Tome stays right where it is.
Oh, you're gonna cry back to your mama over a video game?
Come on, can you please just leave me alone already?
Oh, poor baby wants some milk. Well, I got something you can suck on. You know, I bet you're just another computer nerd who everybody takes a big dump on at recess. At least I know how to make some dinero. You'll never amount to anything. Even your fat mother knows it.
Look, I'm just here to have fun. I don't even know you. Why do you have to be so mean?
Why you have to be so mean? I'm having fun. And it's just a stupid game. You think I give a fuck?
Huh? Hey, kiddo. What's up?
Oh, and speaking of friends, any idea where Flamey's at?
I don't think she's gonna be around today. I think she said she had some family coming in from out of town.
Thank you for playing.